you night readers. Welcome to Tarot Nights. It is good to have everyone here, and I hope everyone is doing well. Yes. So, let's see what we've got going on tonight. Here we are. There we go. So, hello, Selena and Lisa, Chanel, Yvonne, Nabila, Nazma, Dream Girl, Sarah Smith, Pooja, Rebecca, Serena. Yes, 36 Lavender. Hello. You may ask questions. You just put your question in the comments, and I choose them at random. So you can choose you can have a question. Absolutely. So Selena, you're finally asking about something about you. How nice. That is nice. You want to know what to focus on for the next month. What should you be focused on for the next month? What should you focus on for the next month? Let's see what we get. All right, let's see. What should you focus on for the next month, Selena? Very interesting. You should focus on being a free spirit, having fun, doing things that make you happy, doing things that make you feel good about yourself, right? That make you bring up your inner strength, make you feel like your self-esteem is really good and your self-worth is real good. I think taking on a new project, right? Something with new potential, that new energy is coming along. And yeah, it is definitely there. The Three of Pentacles tells me that you might want to focus on, again, you have new energy and new potential. And then this is telling me all about how you should be very creative with new plans, right? With the plans that you make, they should be very creative. And again, they will have a lot of potential behind them. And the sun just says, again, just like I was saying about strength here, about do things that make you feel good about yourself. Well, here, do things that make you feel good just in general and happy, right? They make you feel happy. They make you feel warm and successful. Overall, Selena, I know this is going to sound really easy and stupid, but it's not. I got to tell you, this reading is telling you focus on the things that make you happy. Do something. Find something here that's going to show off your creativity, your creative side. Come up with a great plan and make sure that it makes you happy and then it makes you feel good about yourself. That's it. That's all there is to it. I know, it's kind of easy, right, Selena? It does. It sounds good. It sounds really good. It just, it just sounded too easy. Sometimes when something comes to me like that and it's like very straightforward like that, and then I feel like, oh, well, that was too easy. It was just too, too predictable. Let's put it that way. There we go. Lisa's got a nice new picture in there. Oh, Lisa. Now you look happy. You definitely look happy. And you always look young. You always look younger than you are. My sister is the same way. My sister always looks younger than she is. If I ever tell you the story, I'll tell you a quick story. Did I ever tell you the story about my sister? My sister's a school teacher. And when they are in college, in their last year of college, they do what's called student teaching. And they go in and they teach classes, but there's an actual teacher there with them watching and evaluating them. So my sister was in this school student teaching, and she was walking down the hall. It was her preparatory time. There's one time during the day for a half hour that all teachers get a time to prepare for the rest of the day. So she was having her prepare time. So she was walking down the hall while class was going on. So class was going on. Somebody saw her walking down the hall, another teacher came out of their classroom and said, "Excuse me, young lady, what are you doing out of class?" My sister says, "I'm teaching here." So yeah, she gets the same thing. She gets it too, Lise. It's funny. She got in trouble. They thought she was a student. It was hysterical. I remember when she told us. She's younger than I am, so it was funny. All right, the Four of Cups tells me that you are bored. You are bored. There's nowhere to go. There's nothing to do. There's not going to be any Halloween. Everybody is stuck, right? Everybody's stuck. And now you're getting bored because it's been 10 days or so, maybe 10 days, I think. Time just seems to drag on. It's just kind of dragging. So now you have to come up with ideas, right? You got to come up with ideas on what to do every day. You are, you're at a point where you have to just, you have to talk to other people. You got to find outlets to get rid of this boredom, right? You got to always be thinking on your toes so that you can come up with something that's going to make you feel better about things. You have good ideas, right? You have a lot of good ideas there. You just have to be real careful and keep on your toes, right? Hold on to what you've got. You've got to save, right? Everything is all about saving right now because, well, nobody's making any money, really. Not a whole lot. Although I have to say congratulations to your partner on his acceptance after his 1 year probation of his job, right? He had a 1 year trial period. I don't want to say probation and somebody think he was in jail. My goodness, no. He just happened to be his job has a 1 year trial to make sure that they like him and everything works out well. And then I saw that he was accepted now his trial is over and they have accepted him and offered him all of the things that he should have. So yeah, it's good that he's making money, but I think you have to save, right? Save. And I think it's time just for you to, you just keep on moving on every day, right? You move a little further on to something else or something new or plan something out, right? You and your son are home. during the day, I'm guessing. I don't think he's not going to school, right? Because everything's shut down. So I got to imagine you got to come up with some things that are a little bit fun, right, for him, and not always the same things. So yeah, I see where you're moving forward each day with some new stuff, and yeah, that's what I get. That is what I get for you. All right, Lise. Yeah, you get mistaken for your son and yourself for being brother and sister. Yeah. Oh, it's oil of Olay. Aha. Olay. Oh, school is still open. Oh, well, that's interesting. That's very interesting. I'm a little surprised by that. But, hey, the kids got to learn somehow, right? Here, a lot of kids are doing home online schooling, and taking classes that way. All right, so Chanel, it's so funny. Selena is actually asking about herself tonight, and Chanel, you're not asking about you and this guy tonight. I am having a good day. It was a good day, and I am doing well. Oh, and by the way, if anybody here who wasn't here last night does readings for other people, please let me know. If you actually read tarot and you do readings for other people, let me know. Please. All right. So Chanel, why hasn't Ian had any contact with Crystal? Why hasn't Ian had any contact with Crystal? Yeah, kids definitely need the education, Yvonne, for sure. Oh, you're leaving your big question for Lenormand night. Look at you remembering that it's Lenormand night. I am so glad. That's great. Yeah, virtual learning. That's what we do here. We do a lot of that here. Again, I'll tell you about my sister. My sister, the school teacher, before the school year started, she teaches special education. And a lot of the students that she has in her class are, they're poor. Okay, just to come right out, I guess that's the best way to say it, right? They're monetarily challenged. No, they're poor, and they didn't have computers, and the school provided computers, and she had to deliver them to their houses. So yeah, she did that too. I know. She's much better than I am. All right. So why hasn't Ian had any contact with Crystal? Ian is afraid that things have gone further than he wanted them to, maybe, or at least further than he wanted to right away. Right? I think, I don't know what their situation is. I don't know what Ian and Crystal's actual situation is, but I think Ian was a bit afraid that things started moving too fast for him. And he had to step back, really start to think about it, really have to do some soul searching and reflecting on what he really wants. He almost kind of felt like he was tied down, right? He didn't want to be tied down. He doesn't want to be tied down yet. He doesn't want that level of commitment. So he's going to put up this cold front, right? He's putting up this cold front. He's putting up this distance. He's becoming emotionally detached. But I think if he would just warm up a little bit here, he would realize that things can slow down a little bit. Things can slow down a little bit. All that Crystal wants is to have someone protect her, right? She wants to be she wants to be nurturing, and maybe she overdid it a little bit in the beginning. And now she just wants someone to be there to protect her from getting hurt. And I think the two of them are, they're just kind of wayward. They're just, they don't know what they want. They're kind of, like I said, he's scared that things are moving too fast. She's scared that, he's not going, that she's losing him, and, that she doesn't want him to go away. She doesn't want him out of the picture. She just thought that that's how things should go, right? Quicker than he wanted. And she didn't realize that that's what he wanted, to slow down and to do things slower. And, well, you know what? Maybe the two of them aren't really great at communicating with each other, because swords, of course, you've got the 8 and the Queen of Swords, and swords is a lot of times about communication. And, well, maybe they're not the best communicators. So that's what I'm thinking. There you go, because he was not sure how he felt. Exactly. That's kind of what I said. I mean, he's afraid that things move too fast, and he didn't want to be tied down. And now he's kind of cold, but he has to think about it. He just needed to think about how quick does he want life to go with Crystal. Did he like her that much? Did he like her that much in a way that things should be together? And that's exactly what you're telling me back. So I'm thinking that's validation towards my point. All right. That's what I get, Chanel. That is what I get. All right. So, yeah. Yvonne and Chanel, I wish the world would take COVID-19 more seriously as well. I really wish. That would be good if they would do that. But they don't. People here do not listen to scientists. They listen to just the wrong people. If the scientists who really know what's going on don't agree with their view, well, then they dismiss that and they'll pick someone else to listen to. And, well, we have a lot of that going on here. It's going to be very interesting next week. That's for sure. When we have elections next Tuesday, 1 week from tonight is election day. It should be very interesting. Yep. 2020 has been completely gone. We have lost the whole year because it's not going to fix itself by the end of this year. I'll tell you that. It is not going to get fixed by the end of the year. There's just no way. All right. So, spot on. Thanks, Chanel. I know. I swear there was a reading in there somewhere. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I am, okay, Chanel, you said it. I am not getting into my political views on my channel because that is not for me to do. But, hey, we do have election day next Tuesday, like I said, and everyone will have their opportunity to vote if you are over 18. If you're 18 or over, you get to vote. And if you're here in the United States, people, and you are listening to this show right now, make sure you vote. I voted early. I did a mail-in ballot, and I mailed it in back at the last week of September, I think it was, or either the last week of September or first week of October. As soon as I received it, 2 days later, it was back in the mail. So, yeah. So I have voted, which is good. All right. Yvonne, this is the same. This is the same I told Selena. I told Selena, you got to be that free spirit, right? You want to discover and explore things, but you can't get out. The Emperor is looking at you like, oh, I am the authority figure that says there will be no going anywhere. There will be no adventure for you. There will be no discovering or exploring. I am putting handcuffs on your free spirit. But it will change, right? This will come to an end someday. And I know someday seems like a long time away, but someday it's going to change. And you're going to move forward, and then you're going to, you don't make sure you don't leave yourself out in the cold. Make sure you don't have yourself out there where it's, to a point that you just, you're so far out of everything because you haven't been able to do anything that now you really need. Now you don't know exactly what to do, how to get back into the mainstream, how to get back into the swing of things. So don't let yourself get left out of that, right? It's going to take hard work to move forward. It's always going to, that's been the case since day one. It's going to be hard work. It was never going to be easy, never, ever going to be easy, but it is going to be something that we all have to do. And we're all going to have to work on it. And we're all going to have to dedicate our lives to getting it back, right? To getting life back to normal. And, I kind of think that's what your reading is telling you. Maybe it's just because that's what you and Chanel have been talking about, and now that's the energy that's coming from you. Because that's really what this is telling me, right? This is you being the free spirit, explorer, adventurer, and this is the government, or this is, somebody, the authority in your country saying, no, 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 no. We are shackling your free spirit. But eventually things will change and they'll move forward, and you don't want to be caught out when things start to move on and things start to move in a good direction. So you have to dedicate yourself to working hard all along to keep in the game, to keep up with life in general. That's what I get. I think that's the energy that you've been giving off throughout the night here. And now, well, now that's what you got. You got yourself a reading all about it. Right, Nazma? It's nice to have you here. Thanks for being here. Don't forget, if anybody does readings for anyone else, please let me know, because me right there, the Night Reader Tarot is looking for a reading. I'm looking for someone to do a reading for me. Someone who does not know about the situation that I want the reading for. Because I could ask, I have people I could ask, but I've already talked to them about this situation. And so that would be like that would kind of taint the reading a little bit, right? It's just like me. If I was to do a reading for myself, which I can't do because I already know what I want the outcome to be. I know what I want it to be. And so that's how it'll end up. So, hello, Sarah Smith. Did I just see that you told me or said out loud that you are getting your first tarot deck tomorrow? Is that true? Did I see that? I think I saw that, Sarah Smith. All right, Nazma. Can you get a general reading? Yeah, there it is. Yeah. You feel as if something is coming into your life and you bought your first tarot deck. You get them tomorrow night by 9 o'clock. You must order from Amazon. They always tell me. It'll be there by 9. I usually get it like right during my show. Just like I did with the Wizard's Tarot. It came like 2 minutes before the show started. All right. So Nazma, what do we got going? You need to take some time for yourself. You need to relax. You are going to need that. You're going to need time to relax. You're going to need time to restore yourself. You need to feel some relief. Because it's all, what you're doing is all for the safety and well-being of your family and the people who are closest to you. I think that's why. I think you've been doing a lot for them, right? I think you've been carrying a lot of weight. I think you've really had a lot of burdens because of things that have been going on within your close group of family. And, I think that's why you need to have this relaxed time, this restoration time. So you got to slow down on taking on everybody else's burdens, and you have to stop. You got to stop that, right? You got to stop that. And then something new, something good comes out of that. Something really good can come out of that, Nazma. And I think, since there are no other cards after this, you get to decide exactly what that good thing is. And you make the decision and you make it good. But you got to get rid of carrying other people's baggage. Because if you do this, take time out, restore yourself, it will make everything much better with your family. Oh, Panda Express. We have those here, Chanel. Tell your man we need to talk. Put him on here with us. We need to have a talk. You'll love that, I know. So Sarah Smith, you did. What deck did you buy? Please share. Oh, share. Tell the story. Why did you buy it, and what deck did you buy, and what made you feel like you wanted to buy a tarot deck? Have you ever read tarot before? Have you ever studied? How much, have you studied it before? I just have so many questions, Sarah. I know. I'll give you a minute to answer before I get to your question. Dream Girl, you want to know why the ex-Gemini texted you? Ooh. Why did the ex-Gemini text you? Ooh. That's an interesting thing going on. Hey, if you guys see Anya, Anya that comes here, right? Anya O that comes in. Her dad went into the hospital today and he has an operation scheduled for tomorrow. So if you guys would please think about her and her family, her mother and father tonight and tomorrow, because she's going to need it. She was very concerned. She told me the other day about it. And he kind of plays it off like it's no big deal, but she knows it is a big deal. All right, so Dream Girl, the ex looks like, all right, yeah, this is interesting because it really could go two ways, right? Either the ex wants to go back because he's heading that direction, right? He wants to come back to you, or the ex is going somewhere and he's leaving and he just wanted to kind of say goodbye in his own little way. I'm not quite sure which one of those is true yet. I do think things are changing for him, or for this person. I shouldn't say him because I don't know if it's him or not, but that's okay. So I don't know if the Gemini, I think they're at a turning point in their life. And I feel like maybe someone has given them options that, when they get to the place that they're going or wherever it is they're deciding to do, it's not going to turn out to be exactly the way they want it to be. Something wasn't explained exactly correctly. Hold on, I'm going to sneeze. Sorry about that. So something has either been slightly omitted from the conversation, or it's been just not what the Gemini thinks it's going to be. There's some bit of deception in there, right? The Four of Rods tells me that they are looking, maybe they are looking to get back together, because this is telling me all about fun and celebration, right? Maybe this is going back and things are at a turning point with you and the Gemini. And, I think maybe the Gemini wants to have some fun. The Gemini wants to do things, together and have a good time again, like things used to be. I think the Gemini is kind of searching for something that's missing in their life. And I think that, that is the relationship that they've been missing. So I do think that, maybe that's it then. I'm thinking more along the lines of that's it. The Gemini just wants to get back to you. They're not sure how to do it. And because they're searching for a way. They're searching for a way to do it. They're searching for a way to, have the strength. They're searching for the strength. They're searching for a way to be successful, because they're missing something in their life. And of course, what they're missing is love and relationship. So I think that's it. Dream Girl. I think there's something in there that is definitely saying this person wants to come back to you. Is there any chance that could be correct? Because, hey, you never know, right? That could be correct. That could definitely be correct. Nabila. All right, what's going on? So, Sarah, you said your cousin does tarot cards and you have been interested in them since the first time you saw her read your mom's. You don't remember the name. I got a beginner deck and they were mini cards. So I thought to myself, cool cards that my tiny hands can handle. And then you found out you're an intuitive empath. How did you find that out? How do you know? Because I don't know what I am. I have no idea. I just read the cards and the ideas come to me. And lucky for me, most of the time I get things right. I do. And maybe it's luck. Maybe it's I just don't know what my what my superpower is. But how do you know, and how did you find out that you are an intuitive empath? Oh, I am so interested in knowing all about this, Sarah Smith. So much to the point where I don't really think I have to call you Sarah Smith all the time. You're just from your feelings, and another reading you got from Facebook. You cheated on me with a Facebooker. Oh my. You always kind of knew. Well, that's interesting. It's very interesting. I don't know. I have no idea. But it'll be good. It'll be fun to learn. It's always fun to learn it. I did it, and then I stopped for a long. I did it for like 3 or 4 weeks. I studied and studied, and then I gave it up for like 5 weeks, and then I picked it up for 3 more weeks, and studied as hard as I could, and then all of a sudden I started doing this show right away. So, yeah. Candice Parisi. I'll have to look into her. All right. So, Nabila, is there a return between you and Sabri? There is a change coming. Things are changing. Things are moving in a new direction. I think Sabri has decided that any bad feelings that they were holding in, they are getting rid of. And they're going to walk away from any bad feelings they had, and they're going to move forward and not look back. But I think Sabri needs some guidance on how to do that. Really needs to be guided in the right direction, right? Absolutely. I think Sabri is someone who's very smart and very structured. I think they're very active. I think they have self-discipline, and I think they're really good at that. But if you want to know directly if there's a return between you and Sabri, then I'm going to say yes, there is going to be success. I think you'll have a lot of support. I think you should feel confident that things will be good again, and things can be good in the future because of this. Because Sabri is willing to give up all of the past stuff, all of the things that have happened in the past, and move forward without going back, without looking back, right? And this shows you all the support. It shows you all the success. It shows that you are going to be victorious. All right. So that's what I get for you, Nabila. Thank you. Ha. All right, let's see. 36 Lavender, are you still here? Are you still here? 36 Lavender. Yeah, can't Sarah, she's really good, huh? Someday I'll be really good, don't worry. Dr. Asma Vikar, there is no list. I saw that you posted a question, and I choose questions in random order. So you have a chance of getting a reading? Absolutely. If you want to guarantee a reading, well, then donations take priority and guarantee a reading. Donation information is scrolling across the bottom of the screen. It's also down in the show description. Oh, there you go. Okay, so that's okay. You misspelled his name. Okay. Yeah, Sarah, someday I'll be that good, though. Let me see how we spell his name, if I can find your other posting. Oh, Nathan. Okay. So, all right. So there we go. So, how's your compatibility with Nathan? Is there a potential future? We're in a long distance relationship. We've been vibing for about a month now. And then you tell me all about your horoscope and your star signs and stuff. And I have to tell you honestly, 36 Lavender, I know nothing about horoscopes. I know absolutely nothing. So I, as much as I appreciate you telling me all of that about it, about how it's Pisces sun and Aquarius moon and Cancer rising and all that, I only know two things, right? I know Creedence Clearwater, Bad Moon Rising, and I know the song Age of Aquarius. So those are the only things I know about horoscopes. And those aren't even horoscope stuff. It's just songs. All right. All right. Pooja, I did not miss your question. I choose questions randomly, and I will, I jump around, so there is no missing questions. You can't get skipped when it's random choice. All right. All right. So how's things with Nathan? I think you and Nathan have a lot of memories together for the past month, right? I think, even though you've only been talking and stuff for the past month because it's been a long distance relationship, I think that, I think there's a lot of good thoughts between the two of you. I think you share a lot. I think you're very kind to each other. I think you are, I think you feel very secure, even though there is that distance, right? You don't feel alone, even though he's not right there with you and you're not there with him. I don't think either of you feel alone at all. I think you know that you have each other to talk to at any time. And I think that's a good thing. I think that's a really good thing. So I think you're planning and organizing something to get together with Nathan eventually, right? I think there's something that you are working on that you would like to, so that you could get together, right? And I think it's something that makes you feel, you're very calm about it, which is good. You are a very nurturing and generous person, so that will go a long way when you first meet Nathan for the first time. I think you're going to find that Nathan turns out to be very energetic, and I think he's going to be as friendly in person as he is on the telephone and as he is through texting and stuff like that. I think you're going to find that to be true. He's going to be very friendly. He's going to be that same charismatic person that you have been bonding with already. And I think he's very honest. So the things he's told you, I believe, are already true. Because of course you always have that chance that they could be telling you all lies about stuff, right? But I don't see that being the case. I think he's an honest person. I think he is, I just think that's the way he is. And I think that's a good thing. So I think your compatibility is wonderful. I think there's absolutely potential for this relationship to move forward in a very, very good way. So, yep, that's what I'm getting for you. All right, 36 Lavender. Blah says 36 Lavender is a keeper. There you go. Well, there you have it. You get Blah's endorsement. What else could be better? So, Dr. Ozma Vikar, will you and Solomon finally reunite and get married? I see your picture there, and I can read the quote, "What you seek is seeking you." And sometimes I hope that's not true. I'm not exactly sure if I want that to be the truth. All right. Well, Sarah, you're going to have to let me know on Thursday what deck exactly it was that you received. And unless you get them before the show tomorrow night. And then how long have you studied tarot at all in the past? All right. So, will you and Solomon finally get reunited? I got to tell you, yeah, I think so. There is a reunited emotional connection feeling right here in the beginning of this reading. And the Queen of Wands is somebody who is going to give you a pep talk about it. They're going to make you feel good about the whole idea. There's that's someone who is very friendly, very successful. They're very warm and determined to help you. And there's somebody in your life like that, and they're going to come along and they're going to give you, you're going to talk to them about this because this is somebody who's, again, close to you. So, and they're going to give you a good pep talk about it. That's what the Queen of Wands is all about. The Queen of Wands, like I said, the Queen of Wands she is the pep talk queen. When you are feeling down, she's the one to help you get back up. Now, you've got some really good stuff here. You've got the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Cups, which, aces are always new beginnings. Sarah Smith, remember that. Aces are new beginnings. And of course, that's just very general, right? It's the ace. It's the first card in the suit of cards. And so that's the new beginning of something. And each suit means something. Swords is all about communication and getting clear and concise communication from someone. So I think Solomon is going to have some kind of a message for you about this whole thing. The new beginning with the Ace of Cups is emotions. And that is all about that emotional connection. There's a new emotional connection here. And there's an emotional reunion here with the Two of Cups. So that's very interesting. I think you are, I think you guys I think maybe when you were first together, you were just a little too immature to get it, to figure out exactly what you had and what you wanted to do. And I just think that maybe you guys have grown up a little bit now and become more mature, and now you are ready to get back and do this the right way. So I hope you get that one. I hope that works out for you. I hope that's right. Blah, you do readings? Will you do a reading for me, please? 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 Will you do a re will you do a reading for me? All right, so let's see. Love here. I don't see any donation. I don't see a donation from you at all. I did not get any donations from PayPal. Nope. So I'm looking for it. As soon as I do, post your question up there for me so I know what the question is. And I'm looking. I am searching, but I don't have anything yet for it. All right. Yeah, I have nothing at all. I would have gotten an email about it. Yeah, that's me. That would have been it. Now everybody knows. Yeah, nothing though. That's weird. Let me look in one other place. Let me check one other thing. Oh, gosh. Because I'm not doubting that you did it. I just don't see where I've received anything. No, nope. I didn't get it in PayPal either. Yeah, so definitely not there yet. But I'll keep an eye out for it. Yeah, I checked. I refreshed PayPal. I've been refreshing my emails over and over and over. Post your question, and I will keep an eye out for it, and I will get it as soon as I can. Anya, yes, I saw that you. I saw your. I got your donation, Anya, and it's funny. I'm glad you're here, because I was talking about you before you got here. And I asked everyone to keep you in their prayers tonight and tomorrow, you and your whole family, of course, tonight and tomorrow, and probably for the rest of the week, to make sure everything goes well with your dad. Because I know tonight he's going in the hospital and tomorrow is his surgery. Yep. Yeah, love here. I know. I got two of those people. I got the other ones. I got the other ones. I got Rose. I got Anya. And I have not got yours, unfortunately. I'll give me a second. Let me do Anya's reading real quick, and then I will refresh one more time and take a look. Don't worry, I'm going to get to your reading, love here. I'll tell you that. Again, just do me a favor and post the question for me. Anya, I got to tell you, I see that things are, I see that emotional connection. And I think the connection right now in your dad. I do. I really do. Yeah, Anya, everybody was concerned. Everybody was, like I said, I did let them know that I wanted them to have prayers for you. So I hope that was okay. I hope it was all right. I just want everything to go well. And the more the better, right? The more good, loving thoughts coming your way, the better. So I do think that this connection is you and your dad right now. I think, I see, the Three of Cups, and I see three people. And yeah, of course, it's three women. But I have to say, I truly think it's you and your mom and dad on the outsides. I'm really getting that whole vibe tonight, of course, and there's a good reason for it, of course, because I think that's you're kind of giving off that whole idea. You're giving off that feeling that you're concerned, and your concerns are just. Your concerns are, um, you know, it's fair to be concerned. I just think that I think things are going to be all right, though. Your dad is that he's got a lot of energy. He's got a lot of spunk, right? He's going to, he's strong. He's got that strength to him. Um, I just think that all of that is just going to make it easier for him to get through his surgery. And then, of course, ending on the 10 of Pentacles, I got to tell you, ending on the 10 of Pentacles is super strong, right? That's all about happy, being happy about life and family, and being very prosperous. So I truly do think that things are going to be all right over the next few days for him. And I think that's what your general reading is truly kind of the feeling that I knew about it. Yes. Okay. So I know about the surgery and all, but I really think that's the vibe that you're probably giving off too, right? Because you are very concerned tonight. And that's kind of what the feeling is that I get. I get a feeling that you are, of course, extremely concerned. All right. So, all right. So I got Rose. Yep. Rose D. And I got Sunshine. Love here. I did. Yep. So there you go. So what was your question, love here? What was your question? I would like to know, because that would be great. Oh, there it is. I see it. Okay. I am seeing it. Okay. There we go. Got it. All right. Okay. So, somewhere, this big question just came up. All right. A guy named B connection. A connection with you and a guy named B through eyes. What is this? You feel his passion through his eyes. It's the way he looks at you. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking it is. I'm going way back because I think there was a longer question somewhere, but I can't see it. So I got to go with this. It's hard to explain. All right. Well, that's okay. That's all right. You have a connection. You think you have a connection. You think there's a connection with a guy named B, and you think that connection is just by the way he's looking at you, by the way he sees you. He gives you little looks probably, and they feel like he's giving you that come hither look. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Rose, I got you up next too because I saw your donation come in. You're kind of thinking that's how it is. Yeah, could be, right? All right, so we just talked about the Ace of Swords. All aces are new beginnings. And again, this is a new communication. And well, apparently this is a new way of communication for you also. It's not just new communication, but it's a new way to communicate. Just by looking at someone and getting those feelings and getting those feelings back and forth is big, right? That's a big deal. I think things are I think it's very foretelling as to what is coming. It is definitely a new way to communicate. It's definitely a new way of things turning in your life. Don't let these feelings just because you think these are feelings between the two of you, just through this, through these looks and stuff like that, don't let that get you to a point where you feel like, all right, now I'm scared, or scared of not seeing this person. And maybe you just need to start a conversation and have a friendship with them. And maybe that's what this new communication is, not just a new way of communicating, but saying that you need to actually speak to this person. Because if they're making eyes at you, and that's what we called it back when I was a kid, somebody's making eyes at you. Well, then, there's potential there. There's definitely potential. If you feel that, if you feel potential, if you feel optimistic when this person is looking at you and they're saying things to you and stuff like that, well then, absolutely there is potential for that to be a relationship. There's potential for something new to start. And that's what the Fool's all about. The King of Cups tells me that, you are very emotionally balanced, but you're a bit indecisive right now, right? You're kind of rocking back and forth what you want to do with this person. Where, do you want to talk to them, or do you just want to keep making eyes with them? Because if you just keep making eyes, well, then that's completely different. But if you really want to have it become something, even just starting off with a friendship with B, then oh, Sarah, darn, I'm sorry you're leaving, but okay, I'll talk to you soon. I had your question. I was waiting. I know I was waiting till the end. Sorry. Okay. So yeah, I think you're a bit indecisive on which way you want to go. So don't feel left out, and don't get left out by not talking to somebody. All right? You don't have to be insecure. Basically, work that confidence, and I think you're going to do okay. But yeah, I mean, you can definitely see when somebody is interested in you by the way they are looking. All right? Definitely. All right. Rose D, where are you? All right, Sarah's left, and Rose donated. So, Rose, what was your question? You're very welcome, love, here. Thank you very much for your donation. I do appreciate it. Also, Anya, thank you. I didn't even say thank you for it. I went right into the whole thing about your dad, and I didn't even say thanks for the donation. So I do appreciate that. Okay, Rose, what's your question, Rose? I didn't see it. I do appreciate that you guys all donated, and I appreciate your generosity. We put the clocks back this weekend, this coming weekend. Yes. So Saturday night show will be just like it is now, but Sunday night show will seem a little different for people. It'll still be 6:00 p.m. Eastern time, but Eastern time changes. Yeah. So we change on Sunday. Thank you. My show rocks. I rock. Yay. It's only taken me how many years? Many, many, many years to rock. You were never interested in him, love, here, and suddenly he looked at you one day and you got very interested. It's very interesting. Oh, good. Sorry, you're still here. You don't have to stay. Don't stay on my account. That's for sure. Go watch TV. If that's what he wants to do, definitely watch TV, because I got to tell you, it's those, these moments are getting better and better all the time for you. I know that. All right, Rose, I'm going to wait for you to post your question for me. Or did you just donate to say thank you? Yeah, I know. That's what Yvonne and Lisa said last night too. That you get the show an hour earlier for a week, because you guys set your clocks back this weekend, right? This past weekend, and we do it next weekend. So you get 1 week. All right, Rose, I'll wait for you. I'm waiting for your question. In the meantime, Sarah, you want to know? Oh, okay, there we go. Rose, how does Capricorn feel about me? How does the Capricorn feel about you? All right. How does the Capricorn feel about you? Okay, he's busy at the moment. All right. I think the Capricorn, again, is very indecisive about things with you, Rose, right now. And I think he is being tempted away by something else or someone else. I think there's someone there. I really think there's someone else in the picture that is tempting him away from you. All right. I think that the Empress is telling me, you just want to be nurturing. You want to be protected. You want to feel protected, and you want to be protective of people. And, sure enough, that's what kind of everybody wants, right? But you want to also give that nurturing feeling out. You want to, you understand what that's like to have people nurture you, and you want to give it back. You also have the whole idea of, you can be very patient for this person. You can be very patient for them. You're willing to wait for the Capricorn. But I think things are changing. I don't think they're changing in a really good way, because again, over here, I'm seeing where the Capricorn is very indecisive about things right now, and definitely being tempted away by something or someone. And big changes are coming. So that doesn't tell me a whole lot of good stuff, unfortunately. And I'm very sorry to say that. But yeah, I definitely think that is what's going on. All right, Rose, I'm sorry. I know sometimes you don't get the reading that you really wanted, but you get what the cards want to tell you. So, all right, Sarah, this will be my last reading because this is it. And I know you had asked about how will you do with, I can't find the question because it went away, but you asked about how will you do with your, oh, there it is. It is at the very, very top. My goodness. Can you get you want to know how it's going to all work out for you, your tarot, your new tarot cards? How will you do with them? All right. This is my last reading, unless I get another donation in. But otherwise, yeah, this is my last one. Thank you for everyone who donated. You'll be okay. You're a tough girl. All right, Rose. You still love my channel. That's very nice. I appreciate that. And well, you know, sometimes I have to tell the truth, right? I have to tell the truth because if I don't, then nobody would ever trust my readings and nobody would ever show up. However, it's not always what you want to hear, right? That's not always the thing you want to know. You don't want somebody telling you, oh yeah, the person you're interested in got other ideas or whatever. I know that. I understand. Can it be any donation? Blah. Yeah, it can be. The trick is, of course, every donation that gets made, I get charged 35 cents a donation. So if it was like less than that, it costs me more for that than yeah, thank you. Thank you, Rose. Yeah, I would never lie about what I see or what I'm reading. It just makes me feel bad. It just makes me feel bad that, when I have to give out bad news to someone. Because I am that kind of person, right? I am sympathetic. All right, so how's it going to work out for you? I think you are going to turn around and walk away from other things and other places and other ideas once you get your new deck of cards. And I think you're going to, anything that you were told or learned in the past, you're going to not turn your back on so much, but you are going to want to learn it on your own. That's kind of the way I would explain it, right? You're not going to, you've heard me do a million readings because you're here all the time, and that's great. And that's wonderful that you've heard me do all these readings, and you've heard the other woman that you see on Facebook and you like her, and you've heard her do readings many times, I'm sure also. And that's great because that gives you a bit of, that gives you something to work on, to work with, and to start with. And that's going to help you with your success, right? Because you have a lot of people who support you in doing this, and you have the support of people who you listen to as readers. So, by doing that, well, that gives you the new potential, that new emotional potential to reach out to people and to feel what it is that they are feeling when you do your readings. So by now, of course, I'm sure you've seen basically every single card in the deck, at least on my show, because we get so much, right? We get so many. I get so many different cards all the time. So you kind of have a small amount of information about what each card means. I just told you tonight, of course, all aces are new beginnings, and you just have to figure out what each suit means to go along with those beginnings. And that's okay. That's great. That's what you want, right? You want to learn that on your own. Knowing that it's a new beginning is a good start. then knowing what those beginnings are, that's for you to really figure out and hone your skills on that, right? You know, all of the, you know, you can look at the Lovers cards and it's going to be the same no matter what it is, right? The Lovers is always the same, but there's different interpretations of it. I've always said, if I put out 5 cards in front of 50 different tarot readers, right? If I had these exact 5 cards and I just put them on the table and I had 50 tarot readers come in here and read them, you would get 50 different readings from the exact same cards, because everybody thinks of things differently. Everybody looks at it different. Everybody interprets things different, right? Different things mean different things from different people to 2 different people, I should say. And well, that's a big deal. Blah, post your question again for me, please, if you would. Yeah, see, there you go. You learned how to sing by teaching yourself. I did the same thing. And I was very successful at it until I had surgery almost 2 years ago. Yeah. But I have to say, right? So the Hanged Man is all about changing the way you look at things. And, you know, the pictures on the cards make a lot of difference too for you, Sarah. That's going to be a big deal. You have to look at the pictures and read what the pictures are. The pictures kind of tell you exactly what it is, right? The Hangman tells you, okay, you have to look at something in a different way. Well, yeah, of course they're looking at something in a different way. Also, though, it also means that you have to let go of some of the things that you've heard other people say. And letting go is easy to see as well, because well, you're only holding on with one hand. The other hand is hanging down here, getting ready to drop. So you have to let go. And you may have to let go of some of the things you've heard me say. You may have to let go to some of the things you've heard the woman on Facebook say. And you have to form your own opinion. And that's the important part. Take your time, learn it at your own pace, have some patience with it. You know, you may do readings. I can't tell you to do readings for yourself, because for me, it doesn't work at all. I can't do readings for me, because it's just, I know what the answers should be. So it doesn't, that's too easy. But yeah, if you find someone who is willing for you to do readings for them all the time, maybe your boyfriend, if you really, if you tell him, hey, I'm really trying to learn this, would you just let me do some readings for you? Just ask me random questions about something, about your day or about whatever you think, and let me do a reading about it. And you'll learn new spreads and you'll learn how to do different things. I just do this. I just do a 5-card spread and read them. And they don't always read in order either. You got to remember that, but you're going to get it. You'll do well at it because you're going to study it, and you'll probably study it a lot longer and a lot better than I did. I just kind of did it. Now you just kind of read about it. I watched a lot of videos, and then I was like, I'm going to do a YouTube channel. And sure enough, I did. It was crazy. So, but that's what I get for you, Sarah. Have a good night. Thank you so much for being here. All right, Blah. Will you be able to reserve your house in Harrow View West? All houses are either gone or reserved, so I may have a chance as some buyers may pull out. Well, that is true. Blah, you did a reading for me. Can I tell you something? I have a very specific reading I need. I need to know if moving is in my best interest. Is moving a really good idea for me? That's what my question is. That's what I need a reading about. Should I move? Is it going to work out well for me? Is it going to be a good idea? Or is it going to be a bad idea? Yeah, it's good, Sarah, that he supports everything you do, and that's important. And that's the best way. You got to read for other people. When I was learning it, I had my son and daughter-in-law here, and my daughter-in-law was very much into it. And so she always wanted me to do readings for her, and that's how I learned. I did them that way. Yeah, I didn't say that, I know. I was trying to find out who was going to do reading for me before I told what the question was. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. All right, so here's what I'm getting for you, blah. Here's what I got for you. I think you are going to be able to reserve a place, because I have a lot of good things. I think you're struggling with this in your mind, right? You're kind of struggling with it, and you think that you've had just too much of all of this struggling. You're done with the struggling. You just want to get rid of it. Okay, Sarah, thank you. So yeah, you've had way too much of this internal struggle about this whole reserving a house thing. But I see that you're going to complete what you wanted to complete, right? Your goal is to reserve this house, and I think you're going to complete that goal. I think you're going to achieve what you want, and I think you're going to be very happy about it. The Lovers in this case tells me that you are going to find a place there in Harrow View West, that you are going to do just that. You're going to love it. It's going to be a place that you really love. You're going to feel a harmony when you're there. You're going to feel at ease. You're going to feel very at home when you're there. And the 10 of Cups tells me you'll feel very safe. You'll feel that harmony, that blessing, that well-being. And you'll feel like, you'll feel that sense of family at some point while you're there. Now, whether you're with someone now or you're not with someone yet, I definitely think that that's the case. I definitely think you're going to. And I think it will be, you will have someone there with you who ends up there, at least in the end. So it's you and your son. Okay, well, there you go. Then that is the family, then, exactly what you want. And that's what you want. When you move in, you'll have safety and love and family, and a very blessed family. You and your son are the family, and that's important. So, all right, that's what I get for you. Thank you so much. Thank you for your donation. I do appreciate it. All right, so let me just double check, see if I have any other donations. I don't see any other ones. So that will be the end of the show then, because the free show ended at 7:00 Eastern here. That was almost 25 minutes ago. And it was donations only after that. So I will be back tomorrow night. Tomorrow night's Lenormand night. Don't forget that. It is Lenormand night tomorrow evening. It is the Tarot Nights Lenormand edition. And bring your very, very specific questions to Lenormand night. And you'll get some really interesting answers that for Lenormand night. I love Lenormand readings. That is a great thing now for me. So, but yeah, so that'll be tomorrow night, same time, 6 o'clock Eastern time. And again, you never know when I'll show up with a surprise live stream. You never know when that'll happen. But yeah, tomorrow night is Lenormand evening. 6 o'clock Eastern now over there for right now is 10 o'clock because you guys set your clocks back, right? If you set your clocks back this past weekend, then it's 10 o'clock for you. If you didn't set your clocks back this weekend, then it's 11 o'clock. You got the Sun. Oh, good. The Six of Cups. All right. Six of Cups. That's all about nostalgia and memories. That's important. The King of Pentacles. All right. King of Pentacles is all about success and dependability and providing for my family. And of course, the Sun is happiness and warmth and feeling good and comfortable and stuff like that, right? Yeah, blah. Make sure you have your thing set on all notifications, and you'll get notified also ahead of time. Oh, and I got Lovers and Ace of Pentacles. Well, that's exactly right then. That is dead on what I'm looking for. Those are cards that I would have loved to have. If I did it myself, I would have known right away. I'll tell you, here's the story. You ready? So I want to be very happy in this move. I'm moving from this house to the house that my grandmother lived in before she passed away. So that's where your Six of Cups comes into, right? It's all about nostalgia. It's all about memories and looking back and stuff like that. Okay. The King of Pentacles tells me I'm providing for my family because he provides for his family. He's realistic. He's dependable. And that's me. All right. I am dependable. I am realistic. I provide for my family. The Lovers is me and my wife, because we're moving there together, of course. And the Ace of Pentacles is starting and putting down a seed, a new seed to grow, right? Somewhere new to grow, somewhere new, a new venture for us to do together in this whole, marriage. We did buy this house. We bought the house that we're living in now, but this was part of my inheritance with my grandmother and from my grandmother. And yeah, so the Three of Swords tells me about heartache, and the Devil tells me about temptation. That's not good. I don't like those. I don't like those being in there because, I don't think anyone is getting hurt in this whole idea. I don't think anyone is getting, feeling any pain from it. I don't think there's any grief or any heartbreak from it. My sister is she'll get something out of the deal too. She gets, I get my grandmother's house. My sister will get my parents' house when they pass away. So that's a great thing. And so she will definitely be getting a good deal at that point too. Oh, good night, Anya. Thank you. And I do hope to see you before Sunday, or at least just an update. Just give me a little update on how things are going. That's all. You don't have to stay for the show or anything, but if you could just send me an update somehow or another, that would be awesome. I'd appreciate it because I really am concerned for you. And then you got the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups, that's all about a very close relationship, which I had with my grandmother, very close. It's also about this whole thing being very successful and being happy, and it's going to be emotionally healing for me, and that's definitely true. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty dead on to what I'm looking at, right? That's my story, and all those cards kind of go along with it. I don't see at all where the Three of Swords or the Devil come into play, because no one's getting hurt and no one's getting deceived. There's no deception going on. Maybe the Devil is there because we haven't told my sister yet. Hasn't happened as deception. It's not going to be a deception. It's just a It's just that we haven't told her yet because we haven't decided that we're actually doing it yet. So, all right. But I do appreciate that. Thank you so, so much. That absolutely explains exactly what my story is about it. So that's it, whether I like it or not. That's exactly right. That's what I get no matter what. So you got to tell the truth, right? In this business, whether you like it or not, whether people are happy with it or not, you can't help it. You just have to give what they get. And that's what I got too. I got what I got, but I got to tell you, that goes exactly along with the story that I just told you, doesn't it? It really does. It really makes it a lot of sense. So thank you so much. And I appreciate it. And thank you for your donation. I hope everybody had a good night. Yeah, I never did either. I never learned it until somebody donated a Lenormand deck to me, and I decided, okay, well, I will learn it, and I did. And now we do Lenormand Wednesdays, and it's a wonderful time. I love doing it. So, you say you don't do it, but you do like it, so that's cool. It's very cool. I'm glad you'll be here for that. So, all right. Hey, Flea Little Piggy, I'm sorry. It's the end of the show. We ended a half hour ago, but I had donations going on. I know. Yeah, so it should be 10 o'clock UK time if you set your clocks back this past weekend. All right. And I will see you then tomorrow night for the Lenormand edition of Tarot Nights. All right. So thank you all. And I will see you tomorrow. Have a good night, everybody. Bye now.